We have recently published Alphinity's fourth ESG and Sustainability Report. This report is full of case studies and examples that demonstrate our ongoing commitment to sustainability, investing responsibly, and transparency. This report showcases key insights from our close to 200 company ESG engagements and is structured using our 5 pillars of responsible investing. After this 10-minute video presentation, we hope that you will have a better understanding of our approach to responsible investing and gain an overview of our 2024 ESG and Sustainability Report. Alphinity has been a signatory to the Principles of Responsible Investment since 2011 and is also a member of the Responsible Investment Association of Australasia. Our 5 pillars of responsible investing were established in 2021 and highlight our overall approach to integrating ESG into investment decision-making, stewardship, including engagement and proxy voting, sustainable investing through our 2 dedicated sustainable funds, thematic frameworks and research, and transparency. We have established goals under each pillar and report progress annually through our ESG and Sustainability Report. This is our 4th ESG and Sustainability Report. We published our first in 2021 and have evolved the structure and content since then. These reports are a 12-month summary of our action and progress towards our responsible investing goals. They are a resource for our internal team, our clients, and serve as a proof point of our ongoing commitment to transparency. In 2022, we introduced a materiality process to shape the case studies and thematics in the report and also started completing limited environmental data assurance over key data points. In 2024, our report includes updates on our approach to ESG integration, engagement metrics and insights, the SDG alignment of our 2 sustainable funds, and details of our work across 8 thematics and 30 material ESG issues. This sustainability report is just one part of our overall ESG reporting suite. On our website, you will find 2024 updates for our Sustainable Investing Fact Sheet, our Climate Change Statement, and our Modern Slavery Fact Sheet. We also have 2 dedicated policies related to ESG and stewardship. As I have mentioned already, we use a materiality process to identify the ESG issues most relevant to our portfolio holdings. We compare this with the issues most relevant to our stakeholders and then finalise a list of material ESG topics to be addressed through our report. This approach is consistent with global reporting standards and ensures that we are reporting on the full set of material issues, not just picking and choosing what suits us. This bottom-up process of analysing our holdings, scoring them on a risk to opportunity scale, and then weighting them based on our average holdings throughout the year is not only needed to build the report, it also helps us to think about gaps in our analysis and prioritise work for the year ahead. From the long list of more than 40 ESG issues, we have identified 30 topics which are the most material to our 2024 holdings. The topics have been grouped into 8 thematics that are addressed through dedicated chapters in the report. In 2024, we have added First Nations as a new thematic, recognising the increasing materiality across key sectors such as mining, industrials and retail.
There are many metrics and outcomes that we've presented in the report. In 2024, we held nearly 200 meetings with over 120 companies and showcased topics discussed and their purpose. We also include internal outcomes such as success scores and follow-up actions as additional data points this year. In the Sustainable Investing chapter, we present the alignment of our 2 sustainable strategies to the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. This year, we've included the positive and negative alignment across all 17 goals. The SDG alignment of all 2024 holdings are presented in the appendix, and this data has been assured for the 3rd year in a row. Climate change and modern slavery and human rights have been central thematics for many years at Alphinity. We've continued to report the financed emissions of our investment portfolios, and this year we've included the net zero alignment of our funds in the report. The bar chart on the bottom right illustrates our modern slavery and human rights risk assessment for all 2024 holdings that categorise the risks across supply chain, operations, and through their downstream products and services. The performance of 7 management indicators can also be found in the report. We've enhanced our ESG framework by integrating more data into our processes, updating the scoring approach, and using our thematic frameworks to assess risks like climate transition, workplace culture, and responsible AI. The graphic shows how the assessment is completed for more than 40 topics, and a short list of material risks are converted into risk statements on a matrix. These help us to designate an overall risk level for each company in the portfolio and decide on actions such as further research, engagement, or investment decisions such as position sizing or through financial modelling. Examples of these can be found in the report. The report presents more than 100 case studies and company examples. There are 6 highlighted here which show how research, field trips, company engagement, and our thematic frameworks improve our investment approach. We've included a detailed 2-page stewardship case study on Rio Tinto that outlines our engagement, research, and escalation efforts since 2020 across 5 ESG objectives. An important one is in relation to First Nations and heritage management, particularly in Western Australia. The importance of digital technology has grown in the past few years, and we've identified AI risks in companies like Netflix and also updated our SDG assumptions to reflect companies that use sensitive data in their businesses. Cyber, data privacy, and AI were one of the top issues discussed with companies through the year and made up 20% of meetings. We're involved in collaborative investor engagements, such as Climate Action 100+, and more recently we've been actively involved in the PRI Advance initiative that's focused on social issues and human rights in the mining sector. Nature is also growing in importance, and we saw some important nature-related shareholder proposals come up through the year, which has prompted us to analyse some of these supply chains in more detail. We're also early adopters of the TNFD and have committed to report on nature risks in more detail next year. As Jess mentioned, these 8 thematics are designed to represent the 30 most material ESG topics of our investments through the year. We've detailed the materiality of the thematic, research projects, and company examples in each chapter. One of the big highlights in the report is our Net Zero Alignment Framework. This involves assessing 4 criteria to enhance our own management of transition risk, and we will roll out the other 3 assessment criteria this year.
So in summary, this is our 4th ESG and Sustainability Report. The process to build the information in this report, which includes materiality analysis across our 2024 holdings, updating our modern slavery and climate risk models, and analysing our engagement, research and proxy voting activities, is an important end-of-year project to reconcile our progress on key issues and identify priority areas for the year ahead. For example, cybercrime is ranked in the top 10 most material ESG topics across our 2024 holdings. The materiality of this issue has been increasing year on year, partly because it's difficult to assess due to poor disclosure. In 2025, we are prioritising this as an area where more detailed analysis is needed. This report demonstrates our ongoing commitment to transparency and is a showcase of our efforts in ESG and sustainability throughout the year. Thank you for listening, and we hope that you found this presentation useful. If you have any more questions, please contact us directly.